Who would win in a fight? Geminoid F from Japan or the humanoid robot from India, Vyommitra? Well, before we get into it, we gotta start from the beginning. Scientists and robotic engineers believe that by the year 2050, humanoid androids and artificial intelligent fusion human cyborgs will walk the streets in our cities like regular citizens. As artificial intelligent learning evolves and becomes more advanced. In fact, it would be so likely sooner than 2050 if technology wasn't being held back, some conspiracy theorists would say, noting the agility we've seen with certain robots, like the Stunt robots in Hollywood, Handle and Atlas from Boston Dynamics, Spot, and even the Chinese robotic army of dogs, which, if given enough artificial intelligent learning and unleashed upon the world, could be catastrophic. But so, going back to humanoid android robots, that's all that's really missing. Take female robots like Erica and Harmony, equipped with the most advanced artificial intelligent learning capabilities, but missing that agility and capability to actually walk. But if you put them together, maybe that's the fear, as science fiction would become reality. Could the World Economic Forum be behind the conspiracy or the truth that technology is in fact being held back? Going back to 2016, when the vice chair of the World Economic Council on Robotics and Artificial Intelligence proposed a ban on humanoid robots for some reason related to childhood development, which really has nothing to do with what we're talking about today, but still interesting to think about. Anyway, in this video, I thought it'd be interesting to explore what it would be like if Vyommitra, the humanoid female astronaut robot from India, were to get into a fight with Geminoid F, the female receptionist android robot from Japan, said to be in her mid-20s. Unlike Vyommitra, who is one of the newest humanoid robots to grace our planet, debuting in 2020, while Geminoid F was one of the first humanoid robots ever invented, going back as early as 2010, which could be her advantage in a fight, given the robot has mileage in terms of artificial intelligent learning. But then again, that could be her downfall. Older technology, while Vyommitra was invented a decade later and designed for the purpose of space travel and studying radiation in space. But before we look more into Vyommitra, let's take a deep look into who Geminoid F is. Believe it or not, Geminoid F wasn't the first robot invented by Hiroshi Ishiguro in Japan. Geminoid F was actually the female version, a second version of its Geminoid humanoid robot brother, you could say. It said Geminoid F was designed to copy an attractive woman in her 20s. And unlike the first Geminoid robot, she only has 12 servo motors in her face, while the Geminoid H1 robot has 50, though Geminoid F has 46 degrees of freedom in her body. The robot is said to imitate original smiles, thanks to a video camera which interprets human movements and retransmits them to the humanoid by electronic signals. The Gemini F robot was first introduced to the public as being something that could be used in hospitals to help patients smile and reassure them during examinations and surgery and such. It's also said if you wanted to purchase Geminoid F, her price tag is around $110,000 US, which is a pretty hefty price for one female humanoid robot. I searched high and low if I could find more information on Geminoid F, but it seems like all I could find written about the robot is mostly speculation and imagination of how her type of robot could work in factories and make sushi and vacuum office floors and work in hospitals to help with patients and put smiles on their faces. So to put the robot up in a fight against another robot, I don't know if Geminoid F would stand a chance against Vyommitra, who of course we said was designed for space travel and to study radiation in space. So let's take a deeper look at who the female humanoid robot Vyommitra is. Vyommitra is said to be the future of the Indian Space Research Organization, to function in a mission that they plan to send up into space. And that before the mission was set to launch, they decided they would rather send a humanoid robot into space than one of their own or even any test animals, to better understand what weightlessness and radiation do to the human body during long durations in space. The robot is said to have advanced artificial intelligent learning as well, and would be used on the spacecraft to monitor module parameters and support Indian astronauts on future missions. The robot is said to be able to mimic human activity, recognize other humans, and respond to their queries and questions. The robot is said to also be able to perform environmental control and life support system functions, being able to handle switch panel operations and give diagnostics on environmental air pressure change warnings in the ships. Vyommitra seems to be very advanced, and although nothing on the internet about what it would be like if Vyommitra and other humanoid robots were to become the dominant species on the planet, here's what I think. Throw everything we know about reality out the window and say we're living in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If the Indian space missions and their research up in space are successful, Vyommitra comes back down to Earth with radioactive supernatural powers. And if so, Geminoid F from Japan has no chance. Unless, of course, she undergoes artificial mechanical fusion transplants to make her stronger. And she trains, and is aware that the fight is coming. But how it looks now, I think Vyommitra is the more advanced robot to date. And if learning capabilities were to allow these robots to walk just as smart as they could learn in the future, I think Vyommitra would win the fight. But anyway, that's all I got. Leave your comments down below which one of these robots you think would win in a fight. But those are just my 2 cents. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video and you want to watch more videos like it, make sure you check out all my other videos. And if you haven't already, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe. Till next time, catch you in the next one.